back to our 2-Minute Tuesdays with Trish and Pastor Dave.
2-minute, two. Strawberry shortcake. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know
wow,
if you can see
you're
it.
repping the, yeah. I like it.
I got inspired by your graphic tees.
Oh,
well, more
wow.
like my mom did because she bought this for me.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Oh, right.
That's so cute. It's a strawberry shortcake.
No, you said Pats need to stop. Okay, here
You're
we
the
go.
one who started it.
That is,
I don't
it was
remember.
you.
It wasn't me?
It was for a kids' church video.
Okay.
All right, anywho, let's get to the question.
Yes.
All right, God sent David, who was a great king, and led Israel to greatness. I look at our recent leaders and I wonder why God isn't sending greatness to us now. If God works through kings and leaders, where is our King David? That is from Mike B.
First of all, be careful what you wish for. You probably don't want a king at this point. That's probably not a good idea.
Probably not.
Okay, so there are a few things. First of all, if you read the story of David, he was far from perfect, all right? So he had a lot of flaws, and eventually, also, his kingdom fell right after Solomon, right? His son, and his son was also imperfect, by the way,
Yep.
and not necessarily best liked king. So even with the good biblical kings, there were problems, all right? And in fact, the prophet Samuel said that would happen, by the way. If you look before David and Solomon too, there was King Saul, who was the first king, who looked good, and he was super tall, and that was his only qualifications,
Yeah.
all right? So not every king was good. Also, not every kingdom stood. Also, there are a lot of other kingdoms around that one who had other kings who weren't mentioned or weren't that great. So I think the idea that there's automatically going to be a good leader is probably oversold even in the Bible. Sometimes it happens, but often those leaders are the ones who serve others and do biblical things, you know, who care about other people. And that's what makes them good, not some inherent quality or whatever, all right? However, the Bible also contains a lot of stuff of what to do when your king isn't great. And it tends to be along the lines of, as the prophets say, keep caring for the orphans and widows, keep caring for the poor among you, serve people like you're supposed to serve, and the king will do what the king does, but even if the king is lousy, you and your family will still have something to do that's meaningful. I think we hold on to that in these times, no matter what country we live in. We don't look to our leaders in order to light the way for us. Instead, we look to God and the love that God gives all of us to share with each other.
Awesome. We'll bring on the questions with more with his email.
That's right. pastor@sov-id.org.
And a website at sovboise.org, and more YouTube videos like this at sovboise.
YouTube
Yay!
videos are fun. Lots of different ones.
All right, we will see you next week. Bye.
All right, strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.